Hey guys, Ryan here at Ground Control with Byron again. We're going to go from the same movement, or the same sweep attempt that we've been working from the underhook. Now we're going to transition into a submission when the guy posts out in the direction we're trying to take him. So the one that we showed before was entering at our angle, make sure that we're controlling the belt. I grab the wrist, punch in, and then we're going to sweep in that direction as we elevate the hip on the opposite side. But what happens sometimes is when we're working from wrist control, in transition, if the guy's able to get his wrist free and post, this can sometimes be a problem. So what I look to do from here is the space between Byron's wrist and his knee. I'm gonna bring my foot through and post right onto his hip on that side. At the same time, a lot of times from here, I'll also have my hand out to block. A lot of times I won't make contact with it, but I'll at least be here just in case he starts to come back in. I can block at the biceps. At the same time, I'm gonna keep my knee on the far side tight towards his ribs, and now I release the belt. This part's pretty important. So I don't just try to wrap around because you see the bend in Byron's arm. I'm gonna wave high to load his wrist and his forearm into my shoulder. When I do that, my leg that still has the butterfly hook in pummels out and I come over top of the back. I'm gonna then pinch my knees at the shoulder and my hand's gonna roll down towards my biceps to my I Dream a Genie position. The next thing I do is I do a crunch and I start rotating my hip on the top side leg up over top of Byron's back in order to get the submission with the inverted armbar. So we'll go once more with it. As I start going for my sweep, Byron posts out. So I'm gonna put my foot, control the space on the inside, put my foot right towards his hip. Now I'm also blocking towards the bicep. And now I release the belt and I start waving high. As I wave high, I'll feel his arm lock between my shoulder and my jaw. We can go back and do that one more time. So rather than just trying to grab, my arm waves high so that his arm slides down right into place. My knee's still pinched towards his back. I'm gonna pummel my leg up, hook, and I lift my hips pinching at his shoulder. So now I have his shoulder isolated with my knees and his wrist isolated with my shoulder and my jaw. Now it's about attacking the elbow. My arm's not just gonna hug down, I'm gonna roll it so you can almost feel it grinding over till I grab my own biceps. My elbows pinch in, I start lifting my hip and then doing the crunch. Just barely lifting that hip off the mat should apply the pressure necessary. That's an inverted armbar from butterfly guard.